Open tabs, margin notes, highlighter, bleed through quotes. Research mind, steady eye, patterns only she can note. I-90 fog, whispering under wheels, skyline, afterglow. 2 states, packed rooms, quiet minds that know. No sign needed out front. They circle to her voice. Questions rise before she starts. Curiosity by choice. She pivots mid-lecture, checks who's leaning in close. Say the part you skip out loud, that's where the learning goes. Heads home with the speakers up, Biggie in the background. Mind still mapping theories while the city slows down. She teaches the why behind the crime, the hurt behind the face. Philly in her backbone, psychology in her grace. Don't let the hype fool you, she stands 10 stories tall. She don't just teach the lesson, she teaches you through it all. Late nights with case files open, notes in the margin glow. She's showing you your story's roots, so you can choose where to go. Yeah. Biggie quotes inside the slides, right next to coping skills. Spread love between the lines of how a nervous system feels. Long days, quiet grit, humor in the punchlines. You are more than this moment, written 10 times. Old assessments in a folder, ink dust on the sleeve. She can map anxious attachment before you know you grieve. 1 foot in Jersey lecture halls, 1 on the Philly street. Home is where she learned to fight, classes where we don't repeat. Grown kids texting check-ins, pride she doesn't post. She teaches minds all day, then goes in mother's most. Case files, true crime, mind behind the scenes. She doesn't tell you what they did, she shows you what it means. Your story is not your diagnosis. You are allowed to rewrite it.
Hi y'all, we're back. So sorry, that actually hasn't happened in a while. It happened before. Hi, crack is whack. We're just starting right now if you want us to be just starting. I'm just kidding. We had another live stream and I'm in the middle of talking, saying something to everybody, and all of a sudden it just went away. It was crazy. Casey, thank you. I'm so glad you came back. Hi, Harlot. Glad you're back. It's alright. New people are just going to come in now. Let's see. Casey's here. Lucy's here. Crack is whack. Birdie, Margie, Harlot, Lisa. Come on in. Let me tell the truth that I restarted. She's probably like confused. New live. I don't know why I did that. Every now and then it does that. It's so weird. So you guys, we're going to look at David's Twitch. So let me give you a brief. I know YouTube, thank you so much. I don't know what happened. I was talking and I look over and it said I had 0 people in my thing, and I'm like, wait, what happened? So I'm assuming that the stream dropped for whatever reason. But thank you all for coming back. I appreciate you greatly. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at, or we're going to try to look at, David's Twitch. So let me give you a brief synopsis of David. I know that most of you know who David is, or D4VD, I don't know, whatever you call him, but I know that there are some people, maybe Lucy, for example, that, here we go, I had to apply something so that I needed something on them. So Lucy, David used to be, he started out by being a streamer on Twitch, I guess during COVID and stuff like everybody else. It might have even been earlier though. He was like doing the video games. Long story short, he used to play other people's music in the background, Twitch and YouTube and stuff. Eventually got a crackdown on it and said that you can't stream using somebody else's music anymore. So he wasn't allowed to stream using it like Jay-Z. So he went crying to his mom, literally, he said. And his mom said, David, like, get out of here. She was on the phone or something and told him to get lost. She's like, go make your own. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So he said he went into his sister's room, put himself in the, like, literally in her closet, downloaded SoundCloud, I think it was, and another app that helped him edit and stuff. And he made his own music. And the next thing, it was like history. And we're actually going to see tonight the picture I had on my thumbnail tonight. We're going to see. So Zav Girl gets that from a a Twitch. You guys, let's give Zavgirl a lot of credit here. So I want, if we can again, Harlot, sorry to like put you on the spot again, but hi Coca-Cola, if you could put the it is an inspiring story, Lucy, until you find out that while he's doing this, he's also building a fan club on Discord, and one of the fans is 11-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he at the time is what, 16, you guys? Yes, he's 16, she's 11. Fast forward, she runs away at what, 12 or 13. She winds up running away right to David's house quite a few times. And long story short, at the end of the day, 2 days after her 15th, or what would have been her 15th birthday, she was found dismembered in the frunk of his Tesla. The frunk meaning the front trunk of his Tesla. And he was on tour. So, yeah. So, inspiring story. And, of course, until you find out what happens. But we're going to see that, in my opinion, I see many abnormal personality traits when it comes to David. And one of them, you're going to see, he will preach the Bible. He had like a YouTube, like a channel where he would pretty much preach to people about the Bible. So what's that saying? He danced with the devil on Saturday and then went to church with Jesus on Sunday. Like, very much one of them. So, in my opinion. So we're going to go over and we're going to look at Zavgirl real quick. I'm going to connect us there and we're going to see. And, you know, thank you to Zavgirl. She put so much work into this, you guys. You have not that you have no idea. I hate when people say that sometimes because I don't really mean it that way. But when I say you have no idea, the Discord, she found a bunch of stuff, but Twitch is hours of just random video, and he wasn't in all the video. So she had to go through and just watch and watch and watch so that she could pull this stuff out of here. So this right here seems like she pulled out a clip from it, but I'm actually going to go to this one, and because I want to show you guys one of the first clips that she had found.
Hey guys, make sure I am doing it. I haven't done this in a while.
Oh wait, so she has it on both things. Let me see if I can find her other one so we can watch her horizontally. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Let's see, was this one horizontal? Although this is just, oh no, this is the other one.
I don't know. It's
there we go.
tricky.
Okay, so let me show you. So this is the way. Oh my gosh, that was
$10,000 ankle surgery, and I'm gonna come back.
Okay, so again, this was Zavgirl. This is Neo. So let me tell you who Neo is. And I believe that's Neo in Asia. So Neo, this is Neo. And Neo, they call him Asian Neo. Neo happens to be, he becomes like David's best friend. And I believe this one's Asia, and she also becomes one of David's best friends. And they were both questioned in... So Neo gets arrested not that long ago because he was supposed to show up for a grand jury hearing, and instead he decided not to go. He went to his mother's in Montana, and they came and got him. They did. So that's how that went. Hi, Neva. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. So again, this is Zavgirl, and this is stuff that she found on his Twitch.
My God.
All right.
This is so beautiful.
See if it's a good transition.
This album is
I don't think there were any transitions on this album. There's no
I haven't
transitions.
heard really.
That's fine. Who cares? But I think transitions ruin it.
Drewski's on this one.
No, I said this album kind of sound. You got some soul on this album too.
Here, let me get rid
You
of
kind
it.
of sound black on this motherfucker, man. You played that last song. I said, damn.
Oh, wait, I don't want to get...
The beat like gets louder.
He'll like copyright strike people. I'm surprised she didn't mute that part. But you'll see over here, like, look, he's so into himself. Wait, do you see? Look at him. Oh, now this is what I noticed here is that he's in his mansion. So this isn't the house that he grew up in. Let's just say that. Oh wait, what are they dancing about?
Oh my god.
Hurry, let's go back a second.
So
See, I don't want to get.
Oh my god.
Make sure you guys listen to Dave.
I love reading.
Ew.
Okay, I love reading his stuff. No way you call him Asian, it says. You can do an air polish song. Love you. Peace. Bye-bye. Bye, David. It says, stop mansplaining. And then someone said, no way you call him Asian. And then someone says, W stream. Bye, bye. Thank you for the stream. Good night. Asia, let me mod. It is Asia, you guys. She's going to play a huge role in this whole Celeste thing. This is the thing. She tries to say that she had no idea that Celeste was only 13. But this is the thing. So people say 15-year-old Celeste. She wasn't 15 years old. She happened to be found 2 days or a day after her, what she would have been her 15th birthday. But they said she had been in that frunk, dismembered for a long time. So she never makes it to 15. So she dies at 14, and he's 20. Okay, he's 20, and Asia here says that she had no idea that Celeste was 14, and this is the thing. Okay, but she's also been coming around since she was 11. Even if, let's assume that they did show her an ID of some sort, because we do know that Celeste winds up getting, like David helps her get IDs that say she's 18, because a lot of the venues that he does his shows at, you have to be 18 to get into them. So that way it got her into them, and also so that when if anybody ever asks, he had proof that she's 18. Now Asia, eventually we know that she finds out or sees Celeste Rivas's missing poster, where her parents have a missing poster out because she ran away, and it said on there like 13-year-old Celeste Rivas. She was like 13 at the time. Apparently Asia went to David to ask him about it, and he was like, she is not 13, she's 18, and like pretty much showed her proof by showing her these ID cards. So she says that she had no reason to believe that she wasn't 18. This is my thing. We're all adults here. Is it me, or like, wouldn't you guys... oh, there goes a redacted message from my truth. You gotta love truth. But wouldn't you guys... what the hell did I just say? Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, about Celeste being 14. If you had a conversation with someone who said that they were 18, but they were 14, in my opinion, there's only so much that you can hide that you're not 18, right? Is that me, or is that the truth? Like, I'm like, I know I'm an empath, but it doesn't even take an empath to figure out that, you know, when you're 14, there's only so many experiences that you've had in life. So even if you try to be like an 18-year-old, or you try to pass as an 18-year-old, you might be able to get into a bar, like not a bar, but like where you have to be 18 or above. You might be able to do so for that, but I can't see my friend, like Asia over here, allegedly, in my opinion, having a conversation with Celeste for, well, like, you know, multiple times, and eventually not like even questioning, like, is she younger than what she's saying, or what you think she is?
Like, I love David.
I got the other one.
You guys do it.
Okay, we're.
So they're both touching his breast.
Peace out. Love you.
So here he's already dating Celeste, and well, I don't know, this might be when Celeste is already gone, to be honest with you, but there's a lot of things with him and his friend over here. We're gonna see, but we actually found the video. Well, not we. The Zav girl found the video from where one of the pictures, or actually a few of the pictures that we all look at in this case, she found where it came from. But let's look at this for a minute, and hopefully that girl doesn't get mad at me, and everybody go over there and like and subscribe. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. Come on in.
Oh my god. Think I barely do it. Not bad. Oh!
Holy copyright strike, yeah. Zav is very... Oh, wait.
Ketchup on your fucking...
Alright, wait. Let's look at this.
Ketchup.
Who is that? Let's see.
It's not that serious.
Bro, why do you have ketchup on your...
Bro, I'm dealing with stuff, bro. You don't know? I'm busy. I'm busy, nigga. I got things to do, nigga.
Bro, you got ketchup on your fucking... on your
I got
desk.
ketchup on my nightstand. I got ketchup in the kitchen. I got ketchup everywhere.
Yeah, you have peanut butter on your nightstand too, bro.
Y'all don't know, but he actually uses ketchup as lube.
Oh, boy, I don't even know what that is. What is lube?
You don't know what lube is?
No. What is that?
Hey, baby, yeah.
Oh my god, no. Oh, this is the same one. Oh my god. Wow.
Your pants fell when the song started? So my pants might fall right now.
I busted. I got cum in my pants right now.
Did he just say my pants might fall right now? Okay. So David's 20 here, right? Hear me out. What do you guys think about this? I kind of feel like he's like... He has like an arrested development. He was from New York. He was going to school in New York. But something happens and he winds up moving to Texas with his family, but he decides to be homeschooled, or his mom decides to be homeschooled. I'm not really sure. Not to be homeschooled, I'll homeschool him. And there's nothing wrong with being homeschooled. The issue here is David talks often about how it negatively affected him, and that's where there's something wrong with it. So if you're homeschooled out there and you had an amazing experience, that's amazing. But he talks about like some of his videos you'll see, he'll be like, this is my first Valentine's Day, or this is my, and he'll tell you that, he'll be like, I was homeschooled, I didn't have any friends, or I didn't get to do this, or I didn't get to do that. So I almost feel like there's an arrested development. Like, he's 20 years old, and I mean, we all giggled and stuff with our friends at 20, but wait till you see, like, at one point he'll be like, if you go poop every day and you wipe your butt, then you stick your fingers in your butt every day. Like, wait, what? Like, stuff like that.
Oh, so.
What the heck?
You're...
You good, man?
I'm so afraid he's gonna.
So I think I muted this because
Yeah, I
it was
would've
too
muted
much
it too.
music. They're just freaking out over this Justin Bieber album.
Oh my gosh, it's Justin Bieber, is that what it is?
Acting like little boys, little kids, I
Yes.
guess.
Oh my god, I can't believe she just said that.
Neo, look at
Look at
Neo.
Neo.
Why is he in the...
Like, they're like
that
crying.
crying that he keeps doing, the fake crying is driving me
This guy Eddie
nuts.
playing that. Is Eddie,
Yes,
Eddie on,
Asia's
on,
the girl.
on guitar?
Apparently, Asia's also a friend, but from what I've gathered, she also has like a pretty good following herself on social media.
I thought it was a rap album. But
Falling petals like the
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Hey! Know when to stop.
I almost want, I'm nervous about
I know, I'm nervous too.
much.
Go ahead, fine. Go ahead.
Oh,
okay, let's see. That's how y'all get.
watch
I have
it.
to turn it down a little. I don't want the clip out too much.
Go ahead, fine. Go ahead.
They call this,
Okay, let's see. That's how y'all get.
I forget what that's called. If anybody knows, please tell me, but it's like a reverse twerk or something. So like you twerk the front instead of the back. But look, he's like a child there, right? Who are these girls?
Charge up, right?
Who were they?
David's definitely something.
And my boy Fabio.
David's
Back
definitely
up.
Did anybody see that?
Move.
Bro, I'm not having an ass war with you, bro.
Oh!
David polite as fuck?
No.
David's not polite, y'all tripping.
Oh my god. Somebody, oh my god. I love reading comments. Somebody wrote, bruh. New Brian, wait, hold on. David, laughing my ass off. David's taller. He's so short. Someone says. Yes, somehow. Someone says David. Hold on, let me go. Okay. It says, he's laughing my ass off. He's taller. He's so short. Yeah, somehow. And then David Petite AF. And then someone wrote, nah, he's taller than you. He's taller than you. Taller David. Yes to both. He's gated up. And then they said, what does that mean? GAYWTTTT. Gaywit? I have no idea what that means. And then it says, nah, you small as hell. David got such a fat A. Oh my god. People are the craziest.
Got it up.
Thank you, Chad. I'm big.
So someone said he's 5'4". I think Google says he's 5'3", and he often, wait till you see, he brings it up a lot because other people bring it up a lot, and it bothers him, which I get. That would, you know what I mean? But I feel like people knowing that it bothers him, that they often will bring it up.
Get it. I'm big at it. Hold on, wait. I should put my pants down.
Oh, no, he's not
Big
true.
at it. Ooh. Sorry. That's too much.
That's too much for you on him. You can handle that.
I'm bigger than your phone, bro.
Guys,
Bro, we're stalling.
They're saying it's
Put your
fine.
AirPods back on. Put your
They're
AirPods
saying
back
it's
on.
fine.
Put your AirPods back on. Put your AirPods back on.
They're saying it's good.
No, bro. No, it's not.
it's fine, it's good, that's good, that's
No, but
bad.
I don't want to listen to it in my ears.
Listen to David. Who wants to listen to fucking David?
I
that's
want JB to in my ears. I want it inside me. I want it in my
I
ears.
want JB to penetrate my noggin
Bro,
and make me
put your
butt.
headphones on, bro.
Okay.
Headphones on. I can't
Oh
do
my
this,
god, shut up.
Bro, you piss me off, bro.
Bro, put your headphones on.
No, you piss me off.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
You should make the EDM song and sample the
Oh my god.
Which K song?
Sample of digging in your butt. Should I dig in my butt?
Just start digging in your butt.
Oh my god. Do you guys remember when I said that I saw one where he talks about digging in your butt if you poop or you wipe yourself? That's how much he talks about this stuff. Like, I feel like teenagers talk about poop. Not even. Teenagers don't talk about poop. I take that back. I feel like 4-year-olds talk about poop.
Butt twin. Butt twin. Start digging in your butt.
Look at Zap's face. Look at it. Look
Asia
at
don't know what
Asia
EDM.
looks gross out.
Zerk, bro.
Okay,
Bro, this
so
is
let me
not-
just tell you, Zerk is another streamer, and he comes up a lot. So I don't know what his what character he plays in this whole story, but he plays something.
Not fair, bro.
Yeah, that's
When I say that, I don't mean that like playing a role, like not like that. I do mean playing a role, but I don't mean it like, you know, that it's a game, because it's definitely not.
she was just reading it, or Zerk said Asia doesn't know what EDM is or whatever.
What's
Bro,
ADM?
with headphones, bro.
Where are your AirPods?
Nigga, I don't have AirPods.
God damn, you don't got no AirPods.
What do you have?
Oh my god, watch what he just
You
did.
got no AirPods, Chad.
Watch.
What do you have?
What?
Not funny. That's not funny.
Look, okay.
What do you have?
I'm afraid to put on the music.
Up. Please. Please stop.
So is she.
Listen to Walking Away by Justin Bieber. And Asia keeps looking at both of them.
But look.
Yeah, you hung out with these people. They're very...
and if Asia wants one of their attentions, like David's attention
like
or something, they're definitely... Yes, they're like 10-year-old boys.
How many soccer fans be running the man?
Okay, so this is David again, you guys. So look, this is David right here. That's him, and this is also David now. He actually looks handsome there. Too bad he's turned out to be this terrible person, allegedly.
So,
Pass it. And pass it.
Okay. I just sucked on his cock. Hey, it was very lit.
oh, what made you go with that bar?
Oh, you didn't even rap it. That was it.
What made you go with that bar?
I just wanted to say that shit.
What made you go with that bar? Is it 22nd Street delay? Because we got so much stuff going on.
It's not that.
What the heck is that? Is that?
What's that? Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god, quit it.
We're doing a hair unboxing challenge?
You should just rip this whole off me, bro.
Right now? He doesn't know it.
I just let the dog in, and, what? Like, do you guys also think that they act very, like, immature?
Hey, chat, y'all ready?
Oh, Lucy, I'm sorry. It doesn't get as crazy as this. I mean, it doesn't stay like this. In a minute, it goes over, and the reason I'm showing this for a second, I can go a little bit faster, but there's little things that he does here, and I don't know the video well enough to... Well, actually, I do. But watch what he does to her here.
No.
Oh! I was connected to the hat, I was connected to the hat. Yo, sweet.
What I'm saying?
Okay.
So here goes another part. So let me fast forward it because I don't want to lose anybody. And you guys could all go back and watch Zav's thing too. But this is one of the things I really wanted to show you. This next one right here shows entitlement. This is when David, he eventually gets to the point where his Twitch is doing very well, but his music's starting to pick up. I want you guys to see the entitlement behind the way he speaks right here.
On one of his gaming channel, I've never seen it because, like, you see his gaming channel and he has all these gaming videos, so you're just like, boring, not even in them. But I was like, part of me's like, I wanted to scroll through and see if there's actually anything in them. And there's a few videos where he's actually in. So check
this out.
It's kind of creepy for some reason. I don't know why, but this is from September 2nd, 2021. Look at how old this is. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I'm leading the channel.
Again, this is Zach. Girl, go like, subscribe.
Have you guys seen this?
We've never seen this.
I'm leading the channel.
She found it.
I know y'all tired of seeing the same clips every single day, bro. I don't pay for it. I don't pay a lot of bills anymore. So the channel's going. If you want to buy it, just comment.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Yeah, that's really all I want to say. I'm leaving the channel.
Okay.
It's been a good run. I made a good amount of money. I'll say that. As y'all can clearly see, I fell off. So.
Does he have braces there?
I'm just talking my life. Mm-hmm.
I hate that he showed me.
Oh, is he just gonna quit it at first?
Thank God for everything.
Oh my God.
Y'all made me some good money. Bro.
That's very entitled, in my opinion.
I'm gonna I'm a friend after me. I might vlog out. I really don't want to.
Like what?
I do not want to vlog. I hate vlogging. I'm about to buy a camera or I know. No, I don't feel like going out. But yo, it's been a good run. Thank y'all again. Let
Ew.
me give you a goodbye kiss before I go.
A goodbye kiss with food in his mouth.
Alright. Bless up, safety.
Ew.
God bless. Alright.
Ew, you could see the food in his mouth. Like, what the heck is? I don't understand the purpose of that, to gross people out. Like, why was he doing that?
No,
All
I
right,
think
so
it
let's
was
play
just
some
him
more
being
Twitch.
entitled.
So
this is completely illegal. You're not allowed to do this. So you can't, which is why Gypsy Rose, I don't know if you guys remember this, but for a minute she tried to say that she didn't want to do social media anymore and that she was going to sell, or I don't think she said the word sell. I think she said she was going to give her channel to her best friend or something at the time. But she had to make sure she watched the way she said it because selling your channel is illegal. So the fact that he's even up there, like, he just has no care in the world. He's like eating. I feel like he knows that this is not how you're supposed to eat. Like, you're not supposed to just chew with your mouth open in front of the camera. You're not supposed to do it at all, let alone in front of the camera. And then how he's just like, I'm going to give you a kiss goodbye. Like, this is very, there's a lot of abnormal personality characteristics, and you see a lot of them here. Ellie.
I'm still on a mission to find this Twitch stream here that I have, because Zerks is up there, but the clips that I have, he doesn't talk in them because other people are talking. So I'm still on a mission to find more of this live stream, because you know at some point he's talking, right? So this is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I bet when I
See, you can see him up here.
we gotta take a flip and get you on stage for sure.
Look at all these people. So this is in the
825.
Discord. So this is what it looks like when they're all talking about it. This is what they're doing. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, is this what Discord looks like when you have that many people talking at once?
Alright, let's do two more.
Not at once, but you know what I mean.
Kylie's up there.
Probably Nick, you right. What's up? What's up, gang?
So these people are all important. Not all of them, but like Kylie, like I don't hear her come up a lot, but like Zerk comes up often. His manager, who the manager says that he's never there. Why is this all important, you guys? Because Celeste Rivas Hernandez needs justice. And she is kind of getting, like, I don't see the justice that I feel like we need for her. Like, this happened in September, not happened in September. They think it happened months and months and months and months and months and months and months before September. The last known photo of Celeste is January 2nd. Okay? So her body was decomposing in that frunk for a while, but they think she could have been decomposing or being, her body being manipulated to decompose less quickly, let's just say. But they found, and again, this is all, yeah, mine of a Tyler, right? This is all trigger warning. They found an incinerator on his property, which was never open, but they said that he ordered it, but then the fires in California happened, so he never wound up using it, but he bought it. I think they found like saws, all kinds of things, but they found her head and torso in one body bag in the front, and then under that was like a black heavy bag, like trash bag, and that had her arms and legs in it.
All right, so let me play another one. Here's another one before.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh yeah, Casey, but
This might be. Wait, hold on. Let me see something.
No, am I echoing? Am I echoing to anybody else? Because if I'm not echoing to anybody else, just quickly refresh or like go out and come right back in. It happens sometimes with YouTube.
This is a different one. This will be a different one right here. David MW. Oh, they just left.
All right, chat. It was a nice little Q&A.
Do any of your kids, grandkids, wear those things? See that black dot in the center of his eyes, like in between his eyes? They're like those pimple patches, and one of the things I notice is he, in my opinion, is a groomer, and he knows that little girls love Hello Kitty, not all of them, but that most of them love Hello Kitty. So what he does is he starts to exploit these Hello Kitty, like his love for Hello Kitty, and I'll show you guys a short, I'll pull it up while we're watching this up that I made, that shows you what I mean by this. But like even something like this with the pimple patches, I don't know, but do any of your grandkids or kids wear them? They annoy the hell out of me. I want to like, I'm always like, oh my god, Ava or Jay, like you have, I'll like point to it, like almost as if you have something on your teeth, like I do it real Like, and they're like, what? They're like, I just put it on, it's fine. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna go out of the house with that? Like, it looks like a sticker. But anyway, David will use Hello Kitty ones, which to me is such grooming behavior in my opinion. And while we watch another minute of this, I'm gonna pull up my short video that I made that tells you what exactly I mean by that.
Q&A, I need to see the rest of that.
Has anybody seen the episode where my song is? Y'all want to watch the scene real quick? I have it loaded up in the background.
So, Celeste has been on a couple of these.
Y'all want to see my hair?
I wish we could get a hold of it.
Imagine if I put up on stream and I look like Cardi and I had like a lace front.
I was trying to read chat, but it doesn't. There's nothing really on chat. Zerx is in there, but it's just so quick. I wish we had more. Zerx, Sophia's in there. All right, let me play another one.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna play all these chats. So I'm still on a mission to find more of these.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys.
What I'm supposed to be singing about.
Real quick, I'm going to switch over to this, and I'm going to show you what I mean, because I am the minds behind true crime with Dr. Vona, so I feel like my whole thing is a psychology edge to it. So I want you guys to see. I had a tan over here. So this was called David Fun Loving or Predatory ? And if you see over here, these aren't just Hello Kitties. These are, I can't think of the name. Someone that refresh my memory, but there's like these two types of dolls. So it's part of, oh wait, is that Hello Kitty? Whatever, it's part of the Hello Kitty world, all of these. Over here, I have the little Hello Kitty shoes because that's what Celeste Rivas was wearing when she was last seen by her family, and that's what they have as her wearing in her missing poster. And there is actually video of the last time they see her like running from her house, but then she does come back at some point, but then leaves again. It's such a wild story. So I made this.
Hi, welcome to the Minds Behind True Crime with Dr. Vona. I'm going to go over this case today and look at some of the details. First, I just want to let you know that all of this is just based on my opinion and off of my academic experience as a psychology instructor for over 20 years at the college and university levels. But that being said, let's get started. Okay, so he was only 20 years old. He was one of America's fastest growing stars. You could even say globally. But look at this photo, you guys. It's a picture of David surrounded by Hello Kitty and Sanrio plushies. At a first glance, I guess you could say it looks cute, maybe playful. But when you place it next to the facts of this case, it starts to feel a lot darker, don't you think? Let's talk about Hello Kitty for a second. For decades, Sanrio's characters have been marketed to kids and teens. They use things like pink bows, bright faces, simple designs, all things that children instantly connect to. And what was Celeste Rivas wearing, right? What was she wearing the last time she was seen alive? Right, Hello Kitty shoes. That detail, you guys, it matters. Because predators often use what children love. Things like toys, cartoons, aesthetics, all things that they could build trust. It's actually called grooming. They make themselves seem safe, familiar, and approachable. To an adult audience, a grown man sitting with plushies might feel a little bit quirky, but to a 13 or 14-year-old girl, this might feel like common ground. When you add it to everything else, like the tattoos, the lyrics, the imagery in his videos, it's just another chilling layer to a case that keeps raising more questions than answers. And maybe the scariest part is Hello Kitty wasn't just a brand here. I think it was a lure. If you found this compelling, please do me a favor and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Also, like and
so, you guys, let me just show you a picture real quick over here. There was one part I wanted to stop, and I'm like, I could just do it in a second. So this is Celeste, in case anybody hasn't seen her. Does she look 18 to you, you guys? Like, I mean, I guess you can't really say that. But anyway, this is a picture of Celeste.
Oh, this might feel like common ground. When you add it to everything else.
Over here, you can't see this very well. However, this is her this is a nail. This is her finger. And I put over here what it's doing so that you could see, and it's going shh. And when you do that, right on the outside of the finger, she had SHHHHH tattooed on the on that inside of the finger. So only somebody, if you were putting your fingers up, like it would be right on this finger where the lips are, that I put in the very center of the screen to show everybody what I meant. And that's where this would be. Someday I should go back and add the actual on that finger so that people understood what it is. But that way you can only see it if somebody's doing that to you. So they said that David also had that. However, other people said that they didn't see it on his fingers all the times, which would suggest that maybe it was temporary on his. We know that it was, that it was like, a Sharpie or something on his. We know that hers was permanent only because when they found her dismembered body, her hand had on the finger, and that was one of the ways that they were able to identify her while waiting for more DNA results.
Also, the tattoos, the lyrics, the imagery.
Okay, this right here, he's a Tommy. So Atami is, in Japanese, Atami means pain, and Atami is his alter ego here. So just meaning, and this is what he would say when he does his music and his music videos, that he has an alter personality named Itami, again, Japanese for the word pain, and that Itami is the character that comes out, and he's like the bad side of David. And here what they did was, this is so odd, and Lucy, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, how odd is this? Hi, Kung Fu. Oh, Lucy, you're here. So, Lucy, this is so crazy, right? So, around when Celeste is like, becomes like a close part of his life, this Atami was born, and apparently this Atami character dies. Like, the August, she was found September 8th or 9th or something like that, and that summer during his tour is when he put Atami to rest. And let me tell you how he did it. See this shirt he's wearing, you guys? He sold these shirts as part of his merch, and obviously it's not real blood. At least I don't know. Wouldn't that be crazy? But people, and then other people will make their own, like with fake blood on a shirt. And how weird is this? He had a funeral director come in and set it up like it was a viewing or a funeral, and there was a casket and everything. Now, obviously, he wasn't laying in the casket. He was getting ready for a show. But it was a closed casket with like a picture of a Tommy with he always has the blindfold on so that he can't, like, people can't see him, or it takes away that visual element as far as you can't see me, but you could feel me. And here in this video, he kills his girlfriend, and, or no, not his girlfriend, I apologize. He kills, I believe this is himself. So I believe this is, when they pan out, this is him as Itami pulling himself, like these are his feet. So when they pan out, it's him pulling himself, and it's almost that fight against good and evil.
It's just another chilling layer to a case that keeps raising.
I don't know why I put that thing on the feet. There had to be more significance to that. That was weird, though. Okay, over here real quick. So, okay.
That they could build trust. It's actually called...
Okay, it says me singing to my Hello Kitties because they're the only ones who don't rush me to drop music. So, think about this. He's wearing pink Hello Kitty glasses. He's wearing a pink Hello Kitty hat. He has 2 Hello Kitty dolls in his hands, right? And he's posting on his social media because I guess people are breaking the stones about when he's going to release more music. Now, he very honestly, you guys, over like his time as somebody that creates music, he's very openly has shared before that he does not love. Like, music isn't his passion. He wound up being really good at it and went like global, you know what I mean? So he winds up doing all of this stuff. However, you know, oh, Kung Fu Panda can't stand this creep. I can't either, but let me tell you something, Kung Fu. The reason I think, in my opinion, that it's so important to cover him is because he had that ability to, like, he had a platform bigger than most as far as he winds up becoming famous, or, you know, almost becoming famous for his music. I mean, he does, but he would have been even bigger had this not happened, in my opinion. So he was very charming, or is very charming, as far as getting people to listen to him and stuff and believe in his, I don't know, whatever it is he's, like, not everyone, like the kids and stuff. Well, here what he would do is he would groom them on Facebook, in my opinion, and that's where they would talk. So imagine right now we're live. There's only so much communication I can have with everybody in chat. Like, I'm bound to miss one or two here and there by accident, but I try, you know what I mean? So with David, this, in my opinion, is all grooming behavior. There was something else I was just going to say, and I looked up and I'm like, what in the hell? And just lost a little train of thought. But my point here is that this is grooming behavior. He's on Discord. This is what I was saying. He's on Discord. He's communicating with these people that are his fans. They're writing things. He writes back. Then he responds, and the way that he responds, he includes Hello Kitty throughout the whole thing. Again, another way to put out there that I'm just like you. And again, just like who? 13 and 14-year-old little girls. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, in my opinion, very, very, very predatory. Also, look over here. So he cosplays a lot.
I tell you guys it matters because predators often use what children love. Things like toys.
Okay, so I muted it, but I'm going to go back real quick. Look at this. So this is him. That was him in... Oh, this is just so annoying to me because, like we were just saying, Kung Fu Panda, you know, we see right through this. So to us, it's like sickening, and to most of us here, right? But to think of all the little kids that he swindled, it's just terrible. This is another thing I wanted you guys to notice. So there are a few things here. So let me show you. Okay, so in this next part right here, I took away my voice so that we could see this part. He's talking about something here, and this is one of his postings that he does on one of his social medias. Look at it. Look how he rolls his eyes. And this goes on for much longer, but I just edited it. I just noticed this black nail polish. But look, all right, so watch this next scene. Okay, I totally forget what they were talking about there, but it was something having to do with, like, caring about something that, like, you should care about type thing. Then over here, if you take notice, this is a picture I used for the thumbnail where he is immersed in these plushies that his younger fans adore. He then shows us, it's just unbelievable. Okay, so let me show you why these pictures are important. Whenever we see Celeste, not always, but most of the time, whenever we see that Celeste, because you have to remember, people would be like, David, do you really have a girlfriend? Like, does she pretend? Like, who's this girlfriend of yours? And so what they did was, he would take a picture and show her, but only show part of her, so that she wasn't, you know, nobody saw an entire picture of her. You have to remember, she was, you know, they had reported her missing. So she's missing. So that's another thing she has to think about. And one of the main things she has, or not she, but that he has to think about is the fact that he is over 18 years old and that she is very much a minor. Okay. So, and just in case anybody doesn't know the law when it comes to age difference, in most states, there has to be no more than a 3-year difference, and it has to be, 3 years, like, but if you're 18, like if you're dating a 17-year-old and you turn 18, you're not going to get in trouble, right? It has to be within 3 years. So if the person's 17 and you're 21, that would fall outside of the rules, but inside would be, if they were a year younger. But over here, take notice, you never see her face completely. They do this with other pictures. All the way up until she's no longer with us, unfortunately, but all the way up until her dying, whenever they get pictures with each other or when she's in the photo, she covers a significant part of her face so that she can't be recognized. And one of the things we're going to see is that this is her purse, and we're going to see this purse at other times where you can pretty much deduce that she was at the party, in my opinion. Let me see, was that it? I think that might have been it. But I just wanted to show you why I picked some of those things, and that was the reason. If anybody has any questions about any of it, just let me know. Oh wait, there is one more thing. So over here, this was one of his TikToks, so you don't even need to, and look at that. Look at him taking his selfie with Hello Kitty thing. And again, every now and then are you going to have guys and stuff and young adults that love Hello Kitty? Sure. I thought Hello Kitty was cute as shit until I realized what the hell was happening behind the scenes type thing. So real quick, let's just look at this. It's coming up. Okay, so he's looking at himself with his Hello Kitty case. Now look at this. Over here, it says, guess who's building Hello Kitty boards today instead of dropping an album? And then it says, oh, it still says the same thing. I'll rewind it for a second just so you guys can see because he speeds it up. But let's look at that. So he's literally like, this part gets me so annoyed. When I feel like he's trying to get one over on someone, it just boils my blood. So again, watch him right now. He's like eye gazing. And now he's like, guess who's building this is my thing. Why does he have two? Why does he have two? Like, who's he making the second one for? And I don't know, but I feel like one of the days not so long ago that somebody had reported that picture was taken after she was gone. Now, real quick, before I get off of this, just look at how he acts here. Ready? Here we go. Okay, this is her. This is one of the pictures where you can see her face. These are the Crocs. I went back one thing too many. I apologize. Okay, watch this. This is him cosplaying. And I should have showed the whole thing, but it says, I made this guy feel, hold on, let's see what it says. It said, this guy made me feel, what? Did it say how this guy made me feel? It just says, this guy made me feel it, by the way, or something. But again, he's cosplaying, and cosplaying is just when you act up as a different role. I think that's all that I wanted to do on this one. So let me go back to over here, so that I could show you another part of his Twitch. Okay.
About etc. etc. So I knew it was like Amber and Mark flying around. I was like, how do I make it feel like a couple is flying around? And then I just got the idea the very next day too. And then I made the song in like maybe 45, 50 minutes with my...
I was wondering, because he said, look who made Hello Kitty boards. But again, how manipulative, in my opinion, is that? Like, it's not like he's making a skateboard for himself and he's like, using his imagination. He's using Hello Kitty for a reason. And he's making two of them. So it's like, who's that other one for?
My friends.
Oh, shit.
Noah, Sam, and Gray.
What happens?
And then he sent it back over and they loved it. So yeah, it was like super smooth, super seamless. The team's amazing.
So, like I said, this is like they're on that voice, whatever, video, whatever on Discord. So, when they're in chat, Discord, they're all talking about it like, oh, he's in this one or whatever. That's what they mean. They're all in their chat and people come up and they can chat. So the video part, I don't know if he's streaming on something else too, or is this all done through Discord? I know the audio part because he was up there. That's through Discord, but I don't know if his extra video part, like I said, does he bring something else into it too, or is this all Discord? I don't know. He may have had it on other things too, but for sure all this is Discord. So they're all just talking and stuff. Dude,
so let's see what else she found. Okay, so this is one of
whole
his
year prior.
Oh, wait. So over here, let me show you what he says here. So this says, I'm so hyped for Arcane Bro. And then it says, they the same height. You guys, I'm telling you, people are always talking about his height. Sad AF. Thank you. Someone said, will you come to India for your next tour, please? And then someone says, F you, mean not no more. F you mean not no more, because this person was being mean. And then Ames you Woo or whatever said, when you coming back to the island down under? And someone says, Joji collab when? Then someone says, what time is the Roadblocks concert? Oh my gosh. Someone says, you're welcome. That's a sub for David.
Oh, sub. Thank you for the sub. My bad. Just to impress rematch.
Oh my god.
Dress to impress remix. Is that what he said?
Can't wait for your song and be on Spider-Verse. Me too, bro. Me too. Will Afterlife see the light of day? Yes. Afterlife is still coming out. I love that song. Alright, bro.
Maybe I could put it a little faster. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Definitely hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Hold on, I'll get right back.
I don't know. It's tricky.
I went way
trying
too
to think
far,
who
but I'm going to
else
show you.
as far as age. Jason the Ween. He looks.
Okay,
I guess
so
he looks like
let me show you.
20. I would say. I don't even know how old he is. They look like.
We're obviously
that's
not
why
going
he
to
didn't drive it for so long.
I mean, 4 hours.
Springtime. That means Celeste too, because they all.
Oh wait, what was she saying about Celeste? See, there's so much, you guys. There's such good stuff here. And I don't want to miss anything. I'm not going to go in this one too long, but he winds up doing a video with, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know how to use that.
Oh, what's his name? Benny. This guy's name's Benny. He has his own stream.
Oh, is Ket's here in the house?
They're
Hey,
just hanging out
girl.
here. That's all that is.
Sorry,
Then she found.
There's this channel that has like a bunch of little small videos of him and Jason, David and Jason.
She did a good job.
I know they're pulled from some of Jason's streams, but hold on, let me find
and she always finds his David's manager in the background, because again, David's manager always says like, "Oh, I was never there." Here, the manager's the one allegedly that had the lease. So David paid the manager, or however they worked that out. But it was in the manager. Wait, here he goes back here. I bet you she picks him out.
Taking it to New York. No.
Rob, I think his name is.
So I wanted to play these ones from January 2025 because I just thought this was kind of interesting. Okay, so Jason has this concert. So this video at least was uploaded January 10th, 2025. So I don't know when the video was taken, but I'm guessing probably around that same time, probably the same month. I'm thinking, I don't know. But Jason is asking David to go to his concert, and David says no, he can't make it. So my whole thing is like, oh, January, 2025, because I know there's theories of the whole. But he says because the fires. When were the fires? Because that'll put it into perspective. If they uploaded the video around the same time, when was the fires in California? Because he gives the excuse because of the fires, so he doesn't want to go to his concert because of the fires. Which I mean, it could be a legit excuse, but
first ever Jason and Ween concert. Hey, all your favorite streamers going to be there. Okay.
So anyway, in this part, I believe this person was like excited and stuff because he was supposed to make it, but then because of the fires, they say that he couldn't go, but he'll go to the next one. They then are showing him behind the scenes here. He goes to, this is like a festival of some sort where he's going to be playing for about 45 minutes. we don't say it, but he talks about it, which is how I know it at some point.
So yeah, just make sure you go to the one that you want. There's 2 options.
Oh,
all right,
she's
so let me
talking
do
about
this here.
So let's get
Slowing, it ain't going. Yes, sir. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Okay, so this one's good because this one he's starting to get bigger and bigger now, and it's just interesting. I cannot believe somebody here said David definitely has borderline personality disorder or something, which is actually funny that they said that because, you guys, I said before that he, in my opinion, shows a lot of cluster B personality disorder traits, which are borderline, histrionic, antisocial, and narcissistic. And borderline is when you have an inability to regulate emotion, at least not, and like, we'll go over that a whole nother time. The point is that the fact that somebody wrote that and somebody else wrote, I agree, girl. That's so interesting to me.
Let's keep our eyes open for this chat, because could Celeste possibly be in here? And let's see if Xerxes, because this is back in, wait a minute, I swear I have the date. Why is that not coming up under the title? Okay, that's weird, because I have it titled with the date first. So this is July 27th, 2023.
I'm not going.
Okay, Caleb, you start ready? You start ready? We gotta watch Caleb raise his shorties up real quick.
Oh, Caleb, all right, bet. Caleb, we about to fight W wrist. Ready? Ready? Yeah.
Are they done? Are they done?
Yeah. Sit on the side, then.
Move your ankles, bro.
They do this alright.
Yeah? Alright.
Caleb, so scared, bro.
He ain't moving an inch yet. He ain't moving an inch yet.
That's just him and his friends. So they wind up going around. This is just pretty mundane. They just go around and they're just showing them at. So then this is in Germany, and they meet this other German. I think he's I don't know if he's a streamer or if he works at the place, but he's funny.
What kind of history are they giving? They're acting like...
Oh yeah, listen to this, how easy he could lie about things, right? So he just went around and showed that him and his friends were taping. They're streaming. They're not taping. It says right there, Scimitar or whatever is now following. So they're literally on live stream. His chat's going down the side. And this guy, listen to what he tells this guy.
What?
It's Nico, bro.
Oh wait, hold on. I must have missed that. Hold on.
So we have
So they want to get upstairs.
How do we get up?
How do we get up there? Not excuse
She
me.
told me we need to find a woman abroad, and she gives us the permission to go upstairs. Where is she? And she said, okay.
So we have to find a blonde woman at a festival.
So we have to find a blonde woman at a festival.
God.
Excuse me.
Quavo, bro? It's off. It's too off. It's too off.
Oh, wait, no. It's offset.
What?
It's takeoff, no?
Your takeoff. See, he off.
B? B? Nah. It's takeoff, no? Takeoff? Nah, I'm offset. Cardi B's husband.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of it. Now look at that.
We're vlogging.
He thought that he was Offset. He just said, aren't you Offset? Listen.
B? Nah. It's takeoff, no? Takeoff? Nah, I'm offset. I'm Cardi B's husband. I'm offset. Are you taking a video? We're vlogging. We need to find a woman. We gotta find a woman though.
Do we have to find a blonde woman in a festival somewhere that's gonna let us up?
What is she wearing? What is she wearing? Which channel is this? Is it what you do?
What
It's
channel
like the news. So we're documenting the festival. No, I'm serious. We're documenting the festival so people are educated on what mouth is, history behind it. Where can we find it?
Look at Zap Girl. She's like, wait, what just happened?
A-I-E-I-O. And where are you guys from? I'm from New York. I'm from Ohio.
I'm from New York.
Meanwhile, he lives in Texas.
Document the history behind it. What kind of history are they giving? They're acting like idiots, and then no, they're not giving anything. They're not being informational. They're not being. There's no education in what they're doing. What is he talking about?
So what she meant by they're being idiots, they were walking around like asking girls, like they were daring each other, like go up and talk to that girl or whatever. Like, so that's what she meant by that.
Acting like he knows how to make a video that you could learn something from. No. I think this is before Sophia was like the admin or moderator or whatever, because
okay, Sophia winds up is one of the people that follow David, and she winds up becoming an administrator of his Discord. And it's so funny because when you start going through his Discord, you start to notice that she doesn't really like him much. And what I mean, and that's allegedly in my opinion, but Zav will tell you what she means, because
that's what he's talking about. He couldn't even pronounce her name. So I want to know, how the heck did she become a moderator for his channel? Because she's always like cracking on him, roasting him, saying bad things, saying she doesn't like his music, never like pretends that she doesn't like him, she doesn't like his music, it's bad, she doesn't listen to him. How did he decide to make her a moderator? That freaking confuses me.
It's facts.
Hey, mystery man, why? I don't know. That's
my God,
$1 million
Lucy.
question.
Lucy, that's terrible. Lucy said, oh. Oh, wait, let me go back a little bit further for A. Higgins. Oh, look, we have a whole thing here. Casey says, super random, but do you guys remember how old you were when you realized the world was evil? Like the moment you lost your childhood innocence. Do you want to hear what Gianna's childhood loss of innocence was? And the only reason I'm saying this real quick is because she literally, these were her exact words. She was like, Mom, I know that Santa, just in case anyone's kids are, I know that he's not real. And I was like, what are you talking about? It was like 2 days before Christmas. And I'm like, yes, he is, Gianna. But she was like, I swear, she was like 12. It was so funny. I'm like, I was like, you can't have your menstruation and believe in Santa at the same time. It's just way too much. But anyway, but I was happy I didn't have to tell her. She already knew. So she goes, but you know what, Mom? Now that I know, she's like, because you just confirmed it. She's like, I feel like I just had the loss of my childhood innocence. She's like, I think I should get another gift for that. So when I read that, that's all I could think of. But I actually don't remember that time. I'm literally trying to think of it. And now I want to reflect later on why I don't remember a specific time. Like there wasn't that aha moment. And what does that say about my surroundings and experiences that I didn't have that? So that's just interesting. That was a great question. So then I had a really mean teacher in kindergarten, says YouTube Bad Actors. Then A. Higgins says, Casey, I was 7, 8 years old. That was the first time I had to bear witness to my adoptive dad and his buddies almost killing a guy because he was gay. Wow. I'm so sorry you had to see that and that even happened. And if you witnessed it, A. Higgins, do you mind if I ask what your sexual orientation is, just out of curiosity, just to see how it plays and if it does at all? We have a lot of specifically lesbian women's on our channel, and they're amazing, every single one of them. And then until I wait for that answer, YouTube Bad Actor says, sorry, kindergarten. Lucy says, my little sister was assaulted by an older kid when I was supposed to be looking after her. Almost killed her. Lucy, I don't know how old you were at the time, my love, but that must have been so hard for you to process, right? But the truth is, as kids and teens and young adults, and even sometimes as adults, we're human. And wow, I hope you just don't beat yourself up over it, because you shouldn't. I mean, there's, that's just terrible, the whole story. Hopefully your sister wound up being okay. Z, 4 generations, what? And then True says, it should be put on pay-per-view with proceeds going to mental health. I missed that part. I'm going to have to go back. Yes, how horrible for both of you. And then I was 5, says Lucy. I know that I should have been put... Oh, are you kidding me, Lucy? I thought you were like 16. You should not have been put in a position to care for a 3-year-old in a park or anywhere for that matter. Like, you shouldn't have been responsible. Like, I know sometimes, like, a parent might have to take a phone call and they're like, you know, sit right there or stay with your sister. Like, don't leave, you know, but you're going into the other room. But at a park, like, wow, that must have been a life lesson for mom or dad or whoever you're with, like, everybody. Wow. Sorry that had to happen to you. Because I'm sure that your 5-year-old brain, did you see it happen to your sister? That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, Casey said didn't mean to depress the chat. You're good, Casey. YouTube says, how old was the older kid, Lucy? It's so terrible. That's terrible that happened. Around 9. She was institutionalized shortly afterwards. Aww. Your sister was? Wow. Or was the girl the perpetrator? Because if that's the case, then chances are she was probably assaulted in some way. Very disturbed and violent little girl. Oh, seriously. Oh my God, Harlot said something similar to me. I'm not sure if I ever thought all people were good. I'm trying to remember. I'm having the same problem, Harlot. YouTube said that makes me think of that woman mother that assaulted and killed the little girl, Sandra Cantu. I don't remember that one. Lucy says, I don't know that case. I don't either. A. Higgins dropped the mic in the chat and said, I'm gay as shit. I can't. That was definitely the winning message so far today. So wait, A. Higgins, the reason I was asking that is because if you were, that must have been such a blow to your developing identity. And you said that you witnessed it. So we know that our brains perceive things like monkey see, monkey do, the mirror neuron system. So our brains experience, let me say that, our brains experience things that we see, not just that actually happens to us. So for example, if we see somebody else be abused, or even if it's like beat up at a situation, or whatever the case may be, our brain experiences it as if it's happening to us. So your sister had that experience at 3, but your brain had a very similar experience at 5. And during the first 5 years of life, we're building our strongest attachment bonds. And that strong attachment bond should be the bond between a parent and a child, or parents and a child. And in that moment, you probably felt very out of control, I'm assuming. And wow, that's just so, like, I just know what it can do to attachment and ongoing identity development. And I hope you didn't experience a world of negativity going forward as far as your internal working model, as far as you knowing that you're capable of loving others and that you are worthy of being loved yourself. You are very lovable here. And wow, that was a lot. Let's see. Okay, we were up to I'm gay as shit. Lucy said, I've come across some of this stuff way too. Casey says, Ash is married to a woman. YouTube says, well, she was the mother of a young girl. It's awful. Oh, God. True says, lost mine way too young. My brother was diagnosed as a psychopath. Oh, absolutely Truth. Truth had a whole experience. Harlot says, ain't nothing wrong with being a lesbian, Beth. Why, what did Beth say? What did I miss? I thought I had all of my things on, not just the top. Let me see. Did I miss Beth? I don't know. Yeah, it had it on top. I hate that. That's so annoying. Oh, you know what it was? I had it fixed from the last one, but then our last stream dropped, so I didn't do it when I did the new one. Alright, let me see. I'm almost caught up. Therapy has helped that now. Well, I'm glad that it has helped you now, and you know, I hope you realize that at 5 years old, there's really like, I always say, right, Lucy, there's good news and bad news. The good news is it was not about you. The bad news is it wasn't about you, if that makes sense. I blame myself a lot for a long time. I couldn't protect her. No shit, you were 5. You shouldn't have been able to protect her. But the thing is that because you were put in a place of being responsible for her, even though we know as adults, like if you were to talk to a 5-year-old right now and they had a 3-year-old sibling, and you knew that they were put in charge of their 3-year-old sibling for a few minutes, hour, however long it was supposed to be, and that this happened to them, I'm sure you would say something very different to that kid than you said to yourself at that time. So one of the things in therapy that we do is take out a picture, if you could find one of yourself at 5 years old. And again, I'm not doing therapy with anybody here. I'm just giving some like some tips that are like some exercises that have been helpful for people. And try to find a picture of you when you're 5, and then write a letter to the 5-year-old. And be genuine. Like, if you really would be like, you're an asshole kid, you should have been paying attention, or would you look at that 5-year-old and be like, well, kid, I know that it feels really shitty right now to you, and it's gonna for a while, but just know that, like, this was not your responsibility. You were 5, and that somebody let you down. So as much as you feel like you let down your sister, the truth is you were let down because you should have never been put in this situation to begin with, and I'm sorry that you were. And I did not mean for this to be a therapy session. Let's see. Sister is fine, that's good. By the time, Casey says, by the time I realized the world was crappy, I already knew my dad was a jerk, but I'm talking about knowing people were more evil. Just thought my dad was an idiot. Yeah, right? Oh my god, YouTube says most of the people on YouTube are lesbians. Are you a lesbian? YouTube? I can't remember. There seems to be a lot of creators who are too. I know that Jay, right? My favorite, Justin with the fabulosity. I said fabulosity when it comes to his makeup. Hey, Higgins says, I've always been gay. I agree. I don't doubt that. And he knew it. He used to try to beat it out of me when I was 14. He finally died. Every day, me and my 4 siblings say he had to die so we could live. Fucking men to that, yo. So, Higgins, I'm so sorry that happened to you, too. Some people, you know what? Sometimes I think, like, could that person be projecting? You know what I mean? I don't know. And, like, why does somebody hate somebody so much? That's always been, like, sus to me. Like, I always tell people you don't like in other people what you don't like about yourself. So let me say that again. We tend not to like in other people what we don't like about ourselves, which is why it often seems like projection is occurring. And that's often why I point out the projection when we see it. But same thing here, right? Wow. Lucy says, jail from GOC has been my favorite for the last couple of years for swoon watching. What's that? True says, my brother told me when I was 7 I was being bullied. He beat the piss out of me as a kid. I mean savagely. Then he told me the guy then he told the guy nobody but me beats my sister's ass. Do you hear me? That's how psycho he was. Yeah, sounds like it, right? Like, how I know, and then A. Higgins says, how I know 1,000%. If he would have lived, I would have died at his hands or my own hands to get away from him. Wow, that's fucking powerful. Was Mom still with him, I guess, when he died, and that's why he was still around? And if so, well, this is none of my business, so please don't answer this because you don't have to. I'm just saying it's like rhetorical for you to just reflect on if you haven't thought about it. But I always say the most influential person in our lives are our same-sex parent. Even in the absence of our same-sex parent, they still wind up being the most influential person in our lives. And although you could have a much better relationship with your opposite sex parent, or you could say, no, my opposite sex parent's my role model, and da-da-da. That's not what I mean by the statement. My statement is that as the same sex parent, there's a lot of things that you go through just in the same, having the same biology, but then on top of that, we're taught from a very young age that, we're taught, to be in the likeness of that same sex parent. Not always, but a lot of times. Or we're taught to be anything but what that same sex parent's like, whether it be that we're telling ourselves that or somebody else talks bad about that parent. And again, I always tell people, always remember, when people talk bad about the other parent and the kid hears it, the kid winds up internalizing it as as if it's half of them. So in other words, if dad's a piece of shit and I'm half a dad, then I must either be half piece of shit or have the capacity to become half piece of shit. And then if, people at dad's are calling mom a degenerate, again, am I a degenerate? No, but now do I feel like I have the capacity to be one? Sure. So you wind up just hurting the kids when you do stuff like that. Anyway, this is an amazing conversation we're having. Not amazing in a good way, amazing that so many people are so vulnerable here and that we trust each other to talk about this, because I promise you, so many people can't have these conversations because they're still not through, that you get through the trauma, but through the part of the trauma where you don't feel like you can talk about it. So I do thank all of you for being so brave, because if we just help one person, then everything we did tonight, the night before, the past 8 months, all of it was for something, right? With even just helping one person. So thank you guys for helping me help people, because without you, I couldn't do so. Let me just see real quick. There's so many people that should not have ever been parents. Oh God, amen to that. And then Lucy says, I'm sorry, I have very homophobic family and it's unpleasant, but your situation is just awful. The fact, it's crazy to me that I guess because I live in the tri-state area, and we literally have a neighborhood in Philadelphia called the Gayborhood. And it was built especially for teens and youth to have a place to go to when if and when they decided that they were going to come out. And it's a different process for everyone, as we know, but then it started to get even bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's bars there and clubs, and everybody has a good old time. And my cousin Nikki, a couple years ago, he was leaving the bar, and out of nowhere he got jumped by these two guys, and they beat him nearly to his death. If they said that he was passed out completely in the middle of the road, not the road, of the sidewalk, but right in the middle, he wasn't behind the stoop somewhere, he was right where you could see him, but it was dark out, so it wasn't until it was light out and somebody was leaving to go to work that they saw him, and he was completely passed out, and he had to get many surgeries. They had to bring a plastic surgeon in to reconstruct his face. It was bad. And thank God, I'm Nick, I'm you are just as freaking handsome as you've always been. And it's a shame that for years and years and years he had to do all these things. So hate crimes are real. And I will go a step further and say one of my students that was part of one of my participants for my study. One of the things that she wrote, actually, I think it's worth, since we're having a little moment here, let me show you this. So, we talk about, so my entire research is a book, right? It literally is a book. Like, I'm not even just saying that. It's, let's see, it's hundreds of pages. So the social media part is the part that I wound up writing an article, like a journal article about, but I talked about things that influence our identity altogether. But in my article, here it goes, hold on. One of the students, this is so interesting, so just hang in there, because especially if you're one of my amazing lesbian friends. So, here we go. I found it. Okay, so it was talking about, like, some of them dealt with, you know, self-consciousness because of online. Some got bullied, some got cyber-bullied. So then, here we go. Alright, that's not the one. Hold on. My faith in Jesus. That's not it. It's coming, it's coming. Alright, so here we go. Participants like Jade exemplified the tug of war between, and remember you guys, Jade is a pseudonym, it's not her real name. Participants like Jade exemplified the tug of war between personal identity and social expectations, often intensified by interactions on social media. For Jade, reconciling her sexual orientation with social norms created ongoing identity dissonance, especially in digital spaces where hate can be easily spewed anonymously. She recounted a traumatic physical attack, stating, "I am very privileged as a white woman, but I am not privileged in a way that I can walk across the street holding my partner's hand without having to worry about hate crimes. If someone has the balls to do that in public, imagine the hate we lesbians get online. I used to get nervous about posting a picture with my girlfriend. My straight friends didn't worry about posting their love interest. It's exhausting. I am older and can ignore it more than I was when I was a teen. I mean, after a while, cyberbullying makes you question your self-worth." And then I said, "The experience of being attacked has followed her. It serves as a constant reminder of the dangers that exist online and offline, forcing her to navigate the tensions between expressing her authentic identity and protecting herself from harm." So there you go. So in other words, it's real, right? It happens, and it's even happening to participants and students at my school. So the fact that we're still dealing with these hate crimes that, you know, that she feels, and that's the thing, like a lot of people, they are privileged in one aspect of their identity and then they could be devalued in another, and that's such a confusing developmental experience for some, you know, whether it be that you're devalued for being a woman but you're valued for being, you know, something else. Like it's just, you know, and there are some people that are devalued in many aspects, so it just sucks for, you know, in that sense. So maybe being a woman and being a lesbian woman. Black lesbian women often have it, we call it triple jeopardy. So how about that? There's like actually a name for it. A. Higgins says, "My childhood and upbringing was characterized by development at its finest. If I were to write a book, people wouldn't be able to stomach it, I guarantee it. If anything, it just it went off after, it just showed me it just showed me what not to be as a human being. Ain't that the truth?" And then, "I don't know what reason Rachel was on, but my lord, I had such a crush on her." Wait, Rachel who? Tell me, I need to know. Like, from Friends? If so, I feel like lesbians love her too. What's up with that? What's 5? 5 is still my baby, Lucy. YouTube says, God, these toxic males. That's so funny. Yes, Lucy, anytime, of course. Jesus. Oh my God, YouTube, good one. YouTube says 5-year-olds just barely are realizing the world is separate for them. And we actually know that we're separate from others, and in our, like, separate, we think that we're the same. Like, we think that we're an extension of our primary caregiver until approximately 18 months old. However, the first 5 years of life is when you are learning your autonomy. So you're 100% correct. So anything disrupting that autonomy, whether you're 3, 5, whatever the case may be, has effects, long-lasting effects, that I think sometimes as parents we don't, that we don't consider. What does not kill us makes us stronger. It shouldn't though, right? I don't know what the question was as far as mom, but my point about saying about the same-sex parent is that sometimes it makes it even worse when you're in a shitty position like that, and you were put in that position by, whether it be mom or dad, but by someone in authority in your life that should have put you in a different position, right? And again, the good news is it probably had nothing to do with you. It was probably self-serving for whatever reason, and it doesn't mean that you had a bad parent necessarily. It could just have been a parent that didn't understand the effects that it would have later. I mean, when I was like 8, my dad would send me in the store to like grab a pack of smokes. Like you were just allowed. Like, so I do think we do like, I try to put things in context, and it doesn't make things right or wrong, but I try to remember, like, my dad wasn't trying to teach me that it's okay to go in and buy cigarettes. It was just, here, I'm going to pull over. Will you just run in real quick? Because you didn't have to be any age. And they usually knew that your parent was outside. They would look outside and your parent would wave. They'd be like, hey, Joe, And then, so it was like normalized. And I guess that's the thing, is that when we normalize things, even the normalized things, it winds up then becoming more confusing, because those same normalized things, we grow up later to realize that they weren't so normal and that they actually had an effect on us in a negative way. So watch what this guy says from Germany right now.
Follow the Twitch. 40,000 people. 40,000 people. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. How many we need? 100,000? We need 150,000. 150,000. What the fuck is this shit, man? Follow. Go. 150. 150. 150. 150K.
Wait, 40,000 people to be watching live is a lot, right? That's a lot for a Twitch stream to be watching at the same time. I mean, for David, this is back in, what year did I say? Well, 2023. Well, he had already been big into music. When did Romantic Homicide come out? 2022. September? No, September was the music video. Was that 20? Wait. I don't know. I'd have to look. Wasn't that his first big one? But I mean, I guess he was streaming and doing those, I don't even know what do you say, montage, like, for his game. I've never watched those videos before. I guess it was a big thing. I don't know. They put like, what, videos of like compilations of people playing games or something? But I mean, was it him just playing it, or just like different parts, highlights of his gameplay?
Oh my God, Casey, I'm
Oh, let's go. Hey, I'm gonna be the plug to going upstairs. I got it covered. Hey, all right, let us know.
Looking for you. Right here. Around here. Dogs that look like Quavo. That's crazy. Quavo's insane.
Yeah, this is July.
Takeoff's dead.
This is July 2023. Is that what you were asking? I was just asking when are you saying Romantic Homicide came out July 2022? Is that?
A. Higgins says, nope, she divorced him 2 years prior to that. But still made me go to his house. She didn't save me when I needed her the most, but honestly, she barely survived him, so I can't fault her. I hope you don't fault her just so that you have a good relationship, you know what I mean, going forward. However, that sucks. Well, I'm sorry you had to live through that. And Casey, I just peed myself laughing when you said that the friend that you did when you were younger, but that you were curious. I will say, oh yeah, I feel that way too, that there's girls that I'm like, oh damn. When I was in, I guess, college, we were dared to like hook up. We got paid. It was funny because my daughter's like, Mom, $20 is $20. I was like, what? I'm like, I got paid $40, Ava. I was like, I'm not cheap. And she goes, did you have to split it with the girl? I was like, yeah. She goes, $20 is $20, Mom. I'm like, okay, asshole. It was funny. Yeah. That's crazy, you guys. It could have been way worse. It made me who I am now. Amen to that. That is the truth. You know what it is, though? The problem is that luckily, you know, we might be the strong ones who are able to make purpose out of pain. It's just unfortunate because how many people in the chat, too, had to deal with addiction and stuff first as a way to self-medicate through the pain before they were able actually to get to the other side. So it's like, it sucks and it makes us who we are today. But for some people, it winds up taking them down a detour in life that for some never make it back. So the fact that all of you have made it back, and from whatever fashion, whether it was through addiction, depression, all the above, stabbing somebody, whatever you had to do, the fact that we're all here now together is amazing, and I feel completely blessed for that. And I know that you guys do too. And I think that we have a lot of real friendships here, and we all we all stick it out for each other.
Oh, you're answering? I'll Google it.
It's 3 o'clock around now.
That'll probably be copyright.
Are you studying it?
Because I want to know. Well, though, but that's the thing. It doesn't take long. Once it comes in your head, you're instantly famous. I mean, not famous, but instantly, like, people know you. But it's weird because...
Oh my God. Are You Study Now said, I've just been listening. When I was about 2, my grandma abused my sister. And wait, can I just tell you that your grandma abused you too? Grandma abused my sister, had me stand outside the door and make sure no one was coming. She showed me a knife, would cut off my tongue if I talked. So just so you know, just like I was telling other people, watching abuse is enough for your brain to think that you're the one that's being abused. With that being said, to take it a step further, even if that wasn't true, which it is, I would still consider it abuse that you had to be the watch out, because now not only were you being the watch out for a behavior that was bad, that you were probably taught not to do, anything like that type thing, but grandmom's saying it, so that's a confusing message on top of a bad one, right? And then at the same time, there was probably guilt that you didn't or couldn't help your sister. So there's just so many things wrong with that on so many levels that, again, it just shows you guys, like, the fact that we're all able to share stories here and feel comfortable. And like you were saying, you were just listening. You weren't even participating at one point, but you felt like you could jump in because, again, we hear somebody talk about it, and it's like, if you guys could just talk about it and say it out loud, our brains wind up. And again, when I say you, I don't mean you guys specifically. I'm saying in general. Like, when you can talk about your issue, you're only as sick as your secrets. So, and even if it's not a secret, the more you talk about an issue, the better your chances are of being able to get through that and making it out the other side. And that's why I tell everybody in the first 30 days, does anybody remember, before I tell you from my many lectures, I just am curious, does anybody remember what we go through the first 30 days after a traumatic event? It doesn't become post-traumatic stress disorder till 30 days after. Does anybody remember the name of the disorder that occurs from the time of the traumatic event until day 30? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. This is crazy, these chats. Not crazy, like just crazy. I can't believe, Oh my God. That man needs some intense therapy. He was also drinking and driving when he was a teenager and got in an accident, and his girlfriend died. Wow. That's so crazy. I had a boyfriend from 13 to 21, and we were like 19. He got into an accident right down the street, and there was a person that like quickly tried to make the left-hand turn to make the light, and the way he was going, it like you can't see. It's like you're going up a hill, so you can't. And I guess he went to go speed up to get the light too, and this guy, his wife and his daughter were in the car, and the wife and the daughter died. I was like, oh my God. And that really does carry with it demons. Oh, I didn't know, Truth, that your brother killed a truck driver, did I? Oh, wow. Oh, I think I do. And then we have, A. Higgins says, I remember a time when I lived in constant fear if I was going to hurt just because I love a woman. Then, all of a sudden, I quit caring and decided I'd rather be killed loving freely than be miserable. Wow, that's an amazing, 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 amazing insight. I was talking to my mom, and I think I might have told you this before, but she has 10 grandchildren, and more of her grandchildren are gay than not. It's so funny. My one daughter's bi, and my other one, they both say they're bi, but Ava's had a girlfriend for a few years now. Ava played softball, so I don't know. She might be gay, you guys. I'm just joking. Wait, you guys, I took NyQuil because I'm still feeling crappy, and I feel like I'm like, I don't even know because I don't do drugs, but I feel like I'm like I'm high on something. Like I feel like I'm like, nah. When I say I don't do drugs, I don't count like medical marijuana and stuff. So I don't mean that. Let's see. Who can snitch the fastest? What she was talking about, parasocial relationships and how we don't really know each other and how we're all telling each other probably our dirt. But this is the thing, Casey. I don't consider us really parasocial because that's what I was trying to say. With parasocial relationships, and again, they could be two-sided, but they're often one-sided. And it's because we wind up knowing, like the host might expose a lot more about their life, just trying to give examples or telling stories, and then other people get to know them more. So people get to know the one person more than the opposite way, but it's different here. It's not like that here at all. I get to know just as much about all of you as you guys get to know about me, and it's reciprocal, and that's the difference. So I think that I'm so glad that you said that, because I think that if we learn anything tonight, we learn that there is a difference between a parasocial relationship like the one David had with his Discord and other social media, but I think there's a difference when it's reciprocated, right? So David put himself out there and he talked to a select few people in his Discord, but if you look at the people he looked at, there was often a reason why, like, for example, Celeste, right? So, like, there was a reason there. He wasn't talking to everybody on there. He talked to some people in the beginning, but then he winds up trying to, like, sell his channel, which just goes to show, like, how much did he really care about it to begin with. So my thing is, if God forbid, touch wood, something ever happened, I would, like, make my way to your state type thing. Lucy, I don't know how much it is to get to where you're at, but, like, I would, like, try to make my way there to go show my respects. Like, that's just what we do when people die or whatever. Like, we go and we show ours, but, like, that's how much. And you don't do that for somebody that you just have a parasocial. So I feel like because we spend so much time together and we do talk about our vulnerabilities and stuff, and we have built a friendship. And this is the thing, tonight we were pretty deep. We don't always get as deep. We do sometimes, but I would say that this is why we need to get everybody on Discord, because in our Discord it's the same people over and over and over again. I think you need, like, a new link every certain amount of time. That's, like, one of the Discord things that has nothing to do with the way you set it up. It's like one of the things that's like what Discord is. So, and I think that they do that so that there's just not like thousands of people at once in your Discord like that have been there for months and months and months. So you constantly, am I right? You constantly every few weeks or something need a new Discord link, or am I wrong about that? I actually don't know, to completely be honest, but I believe that's how it works. Anyway, my point is that the people that wind up going back to my Discord over and over are the same people that I'm seeing here for the most part. So if you're not one of the people in Discord, I hope you make your way over there. Unfortunately, what's her name? I said what's her name. I did not mean to say that, Cuff You, if you hear this tomorrow. Cuff You is the one that usually drops the link. And I think I could drop the link. I just don't know if it's like a special link. I guess we're about to find out. I'm going to try it and see what happens. I'm going to drop the link to my own channel and see if I can handle it. Let's see how you do this. Alright, I'm in general. Invite members. Oh, here we go. I'm going to invite you guys. Copy link. Looking at. Alright, now I don't know where I ended up with the messages, but I was close to the end. So this is our Discord link, you guys, and you don't have to be like a paid member or anything. Everybody's welcome. But again, I think you have to like do like a new link every so often. So make sure you go in and take advantage of it. And these are the same people. We make friendships over there and we talk. And somebody else was just saying that, was it Casey and A. Higgins became like very friendly over there, and you guys like share stories. And that's the thing, we all have different time zones and different schedules, and so like you wind up getting to know when certain people are on, and you reach out if you need something, or if you feel sad, or if you feel happy and you want to share something. And it's just cool because we have a really close-knit family over there, and I would love for all of you to be a part of it. I had a spiky big hair in the 80s. I love that for you, Kung Fu. Are you, Sunny Now says, thank you for creating a safe space to chat. Oh, I am so appreciative that you feel safe to chat. That literally is more than I could ever ask for. My dad did not tell me about the situation with his girlfriend until about 2 years ago. Oh, I have to go back a few because I put the Discord in it. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on, I think I was right here. Let me see. If I did miss anybody, if I start again and I miss anybody, please know that I didn't do that on purpose. I'm starting right here. Casey, the cosmic, Wait, hold on. Oh, I had my med card. I know what we're talking about there. Coping. We are such a sharing and caring community here. It feels like a safe place to be. Wendy, again, that's all I ever ask for. Hi, Ash. This is the first time I've ever had them, and I love them. Making purpose out of pain is a great statement. That is so true. So true, Harlot. Casey says, my daughter absolutely saved my life. I happened to be clean when I got pregnant, and she was more important than getting high after that. That's amazing. Wow, that's so amazing. And then Lucy says that must have been so traumatic. Yeah, right, but we all have these traumas, and it's just, we're all strong ass bitches. And then YouTube says, Casey, I know what you mean. I was so good when I was pregnant. Couldn't drink or smoke because I didn't want to screw up my kids. I ate a lot of ice cream though. You and me both, YouTube. I ate so much ice cream, I gained 100 pounds with Gianna, and she was born almost 8 weeks early. So any of you that have ever been pregnant know that you gain most of the weight those 8 weeks at the end. And I gained 100 pounds before that. Could you imagine? But anyway, I eventually lost it. And then with Ava, I was like, I only gained 22 pounds. I was like, or no, maybe it was 25 by the time I was done. But I was like, I am not doing that again. True said, oh my God, you guys, I'm dead. I forgot about the softball comment I made. And Lucy said softball's a dead ass is a dead giveaway. True said I was a catcher. Lucy said, hee hee, only pitcher here. Oh my god, I am so dead. YouTube says, LOL, the softball team wasn't all lesbian. Most were. Yeah, Lucy said, sure. That's what I was thinking. A. Higgins says, LOL, my Meemaw has 6 grandkids. 3 of the 6 are gay. However, softball is a dead-ass giveaway. I keep putting ass in there because it is a dead-ass giveaway. It's literally where I met my wife and softball tournament at Brever College in North Carolina. I'm dead, you guys. Casey says, my husband found out that I had been using him. Once I got pregnant, he told me if I ever touched again, he would spend the rest of his life keeping my daughter from me, and I never touched again. Now, Casey, this is the deal. I'm sure he said that to scare you, and it worked. And he might have just had to, like, let you know, like this is how strong I feel about this. However, I wish it was said a different way, right? But I see what he's saying. Like, in other words, we have a kid now, and I need to protect her. And it worked, right? As far as making, like, knowing that you would be held accountable. Whatever the case may be, however you're staying clean, I think it's fucking amazing, and I think it looks great on you. So I think you're doing a great job. And Lucy said you keep telling yourself that YouTube. I didn't play softball, just saying. However, I have to tell you, every year, my daughter, this is going to be her last. Oh, I feel so old. I think this is her last softball that she's going to be playing because she's a senior. Oh, that's sad. But anyway, she's really good. But we have like a parent softball night where like half of the parents play against the other, like another team's parents, and I'm actually really good. Like, I can hit a ball. I have good hand-eye coordination. And I'm like strong too, like, so I can like hit it. But that's about it. I don't play, nor do I want to, for like fun. Just one night is okay, but that's about it. Harlot said I'm bi. It just means you're open to being in a relationship with either. Harlot, we know what bi is. Both of my kids say they're bi, but like I said, Ava's had a girlfriend for a minute. You could be with one or the other your whole life, if that's how it happens, at least in my opinion, 100%. That's actually how a lot of, I think, the people that I wind up finding here, like a lot of the lesbians on our channel, like have children or were married to a man at some point. Not truth. She wasn't married to a man. Lucy said, oh wait, yeah, A. Higgins says, Harlot, my sister Taylor loves the human and doesn't see gender. That's actually called something, you guys. That is that pansexual? There's a name for it. It was the 80s. Cut me some slack. I had long bangs too, shaved on one side. I can't with you, Truth. I'm gonna die. I think Jules on YouTube still has her hair cut like that. She does. Does she play softball? I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't mean that with any disrespect. Lucy says, I had a mohawk in the 80s. I love that for you. A. Higgins says, Harlot, I'm the same way. It's a personality soul that matters to me. We don't get to choose our bodies. I love that, Harlot. Truth says, however, if you ask Truth, although she would probably agree that we don't get to choose our bodies or whatever you just said, and that it's about the person that you love, I still don't picture her. I don't know, I don't picture it. I have a feeling that she would have to find somebody she loved that was a female. Which is great, that's fine. But it's so interesting how everybody has different orientations. Right, let's see. Discord links are very temporary. I actually like that. Oh, Truth didn't have the nerve for a mohawk, but why not one? It's never too late. That's funny. And then I had spiky big hair in the 80s. I had like a teased bangs type hair. Let's see. My dad did not tell me about the situation. Oh, I read that one. Sorry. He finally told me what happened. Citizen Sleuth says, hi, Citizen Sleuth. Citizen Sleuth says, I don't understand Discord. So, Citizen Sleuth, if you just click on the link, and again, I hated Discord until I realized that as long as you have like the right group of people and everybody makes it a point to trust to treat each other with dignity and respect, and everybody there does that. So I think it's great. And if you don't like it, you delete it. But click on the link and maybe you like it. Like, I think you could sign up with like your Google, like you can anything, so it only takes a second to sign in, and then it'll take you to like, it'll say general. There'll be different tabs you could click on. If you just click on general, that's what I do, and I stay in general usually. You'll see everybody will just post shit throughout the day. Like, think of it as like a Facebook, but it's just like our group of people. And just so you guys know, if you ever go on Discord and for some reason you're like not getting in, nobody took you off. You just, one of the things that like makes Discord is that the links run out every so often, and I think that's to keep like your Discord up like fresh with like just the people from that moment. So you just have to get a new link. It's no big deal. And we always put it in the chat. Let's see. You guys, I have to go. Hold on. I'm going to have to add some of my looks, you guys, to Discord for Jamaica. I've never been out of the country, and on Wednesday I work till 9 p.m. and then I'm not going to bed. In the middle of the night we leave for Jamaica, and I'll just sleep on the plane, and then there's like a 2-hour drive when we get there. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? But whatever. I'm just going to take sleeping medication with me or something. Or ask my doctor for Xanax so I don't have a panic attack. I don't know. But anyway, or eat a couple edibles, something. I need to figure something out. Let's see. But anyway, I'm going to have to post some of my looks to see if they're okay. Everything I usually wear is like black and white and red. They're like and green. They're like my colors, but everything's usually got black and white somewhere in it. So I gave myself a challenge to try and pack no black outfits, like black and white. Now, for the wedding on Saturday, I had a red dress, a black dress. Like, these are dresses I already had. And then when I was getting them out of the closet, I found this other dress that I bought years ago. But then it was one of those dresses where it was on sale, so you buy it, but you don't really fit it yet. But then I had it in my closet, and I just never looked at it again. So when I went to pull my dress out, it like came out with it, like it got like stuck to the hanger. So I tried it on, and it looks really cute, I think. So now I just got to get shoes for it, and I got to get it hemmed a little bit because I'm so damn short. But my mom's like, of course, Jane, you wait till the last minute. And she's like, just bring it over tomorrow. I'll get it hemmed for you. I was like, oh, I love you. Because Monday and Wednesday I work all day and night. So all I have left is tomorrow and Tuesday. That's it, to back. So if for some reason I'm not on tomorrow, I promise you I'll be on at least one more time before I leave. And then when I go, I'm going Thursday to Monday. So I don't know how it works. I've never been out of the country. Like, I don't know. Can I use my cell phone? Does anybody know when you get there? Like, what happens? Somebody told me to look into eSIM, so I did write that down. And I am going to look into it. I do know that for, like, the wedding party, like, my family and all is going, so they said, like, made us download WhatsApp, and I think that's how we are communicating there. But is that how I communicate with my kids? Like, I don't even know how that works. But anyway, if anybody thinks that they could be of help, and I'll show you my looks and tell me if it's Jamaica-ish, that would be great. But at this point, I think I'm taking what I have anyway, so I don't even know. But anyway, I bought a few cute things, so I'll have to share them. And just so you know, you guys, you know where I bought them from? Amazon Haul. You have to Google Amazon Haul, H-A-U-L Haul. And if you give yourself, like, if you don't need it tomorrow and you, like there's stuff today that you could look and it'll be here by the 10th. I leave the 12th. But a lot of the things say that they'll be here like the week after, which I've already gotten myself, but I got a bathing suit, a cover-up, 3 gold bracelets, and what was the fourth thing? Oh, a skirt for $34. I was like, that is so cheap. And everybody knows that bathing suits could be so expensive, and it came, and it says, like, you know, the tummy control, it does all the things. It really did do all the things. So I definitely suggest Amazon haul if anybody needs to go somewhere. Literally, bathing suits, $17, and they're the same bathing suits that you see at like Boscov's and Target and Macy's. My mom didn't believe me, so when it came in, I had to show her. She couldn't believe it. I'm like, you just paid $108 for your bathing suit, dummy. I paid $17. She was like, I'm gonna hit you with my bathing suit, and she did. It was funny though. You can ride horses on the beach. Get the frig out of here. This is the thing that people don't understand. Hi, Glenn. Some people don't understand Kung Fu. I don't see many animals. Like, I see my dogs. I saw a fox outside once and freaked out. I see deer every now and then now because we live we live in a different area than we did our whole lives. But I'm like right here, like right at Philadelphia, and I've been in Philly my whole life, and we don't have like big animals. So I think I rode a horse once, and I don't know why, but it killed my legs. I know that probably means I'm out of shape, but I want to enjoy myself, and I don't want to make it feel like I had really badass. So I'm just gonna wait, and I'll do that another time. No, I'm just kidding. If everybody else was like doing that, and that's an activity we're doing, I would do it too. But we'll see what happens there. I do want to try the rapids thing though. That sounds like fun. And I even bought a one piece so that none of the parts fall out. Let's see. Maybe I will look at the riding on the beach. We'll see. Let's see. All right, you guys, let me wrap this up. Oh, truth. Oh, Lucy, all your podcasts are unpredictable times. I've been trying. I know that I'm not exactly the same all the time as far as when I come on, but I have noticed, like from my analytics, that I'm on almost every single night. Like at the end of the week, like let me just tell you right now what my analytics says for this week, just to give you an idea. So every week you get like it'll be like your analytics are in for the week. So then, let me show you. Or tell you. It says for this week, oh my god, it's so late. My weekly recap. So from February 23rd to March 1st, it said I made 1 video, 1 short, and 6 live streams. 43.7 thousand people tuned in. It shows me the top 30 things that they watched, that I had 833 likes, 44 shares, 36 comments, 21 hypes, which is amazing. And then it asks me like a question. It'll say, let's play a game. What was your most viewed video last week? Let's see if I could guess. I think it was with Justin. It was. It was. How many people did I get? I got so many with that. Like, that was an amazing live, you guys. I got 34,485 views in the last week on that. And that wasn't including when we were there, like during it. And in the past 28 days, I've had 520 subscribers. That's amazing. But anyway, so I'm going to close this out. Let me get back over here and put my camera on real quick. I'm so tired. And I feel like my NyQuil is making me sound like I'm like drunk or something. And I'm not that cool. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, you guys. I can't believe our first stream died. Not cool. 300 people still watched it somehow. I don't know how. That's crazy. God bless you guys. Alright, you guys, I love you to pieces. So this is the deal. Depending on how much I get done tomorrow, and I know I talk about Mrs. Thierry all the time. She's the one, my best friend, that was murdered at 29. he was an only child, so when he died, I became like, me and Kevin, his other best friend, became like their two children. And then Kevin died last year, and then Mr. Thierry died. So it's just Mrs. Thierry left, and she's in the hospital again. She's in the hospital a lot. So tomorrow, she wants me to help her with something. I still have to get stuff for the trip tomorrow. I have no shoes for my dress. I have to take my dress to my mom's to get him. Anyway, I have a ton of things to do. So if for some reason I'm not here tomorrow, that's why. I always feel bad. But just know, once I'm back or whatever, because I've never been away ever. So, I mean, touch wood, hopefully I do get to go away again, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is it for a minute. So, but, I mean, hopefully that's not true, but it's just realistic. It costs a lot of money to go away, and it's like a lot of stuff to put together, and I don't know. But anyway, so if you were Lucy, for example, if you wanted to think like, what time do I come on? Usually I come on almost every day, if not every day. There's some weeks that I've done 8 live streams in 1 week. I'm like, Vima, there's only 7 days. But once or twice I went on, like, I did 2 different live streams that day. With that being said, Saturday nights are usually, if I don't do a night, it's usually Saturday night. And if not, I'll like switch up and I won't do a Friday night, and then I'll do Saturday night. But it's usually Saturday night that I don't do, because I have to pay attention to my husband at least once a week. That's like the least I can do, you know what I mean? I spend a lot of time with everybody else. Like, the least I could do is hang out with him once a week. So, but we've been hanging out a lot, like getting our stuff together for Jamaica. So we hung out till like 11. I was like, listen here, cuz I'm not going to be able to see my peeps for a minute. He's like, no, go ahead, I get it. So I came down to live stream. But if for some reason I'm not here tomorrow, I will promise that I'll get on at some point. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not, some point on Tuesday or Monday night, like, I'll figure it out. Or even Wednesday night, I'll get on at some point. We're going to get on, so I'll see you again before I leave. However, on Thursday, like in the middle of the night until Monday, this is how much of a gangster I am. Monday, I start spring break for my one college, but my other college is done spring break. So I teach a class at 4:30. And I think I get home at 1, and I'm not canceling class. I probably could, but I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll do like a Zoom, but I'm not canceling. But anyway, my point is that I'm not going to see you guys for a few days there, and I'm just hoping, because you have no idea how many people unsubscribe when you don't go on for a minute, because they get like offended. Hopefully you guys remember that it's my godson, my nephew's wedding, and that I'm his godmother. And he was so excited I'm going. I feel so bad for my one sister. Her son had a testicle contusion, or I don't know what it's called. I just made the word contusion up. Something happened. I was like, oh my God, is that where the saying, don't get your balls twisted, came from? But anyway, he had to have emergency surgery. So we had to figure out all these plans to, like, because my siblings are all going. It's just a whole mess. But anyway, I think we figured it out. But Gianna might have to take an Uber to New Jersey, which is going to be $1 million. My sister was like, I'll pay for it. You're doing me a favor. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. But anyway, if I don't talk to you guys for a few days, that's why. But I will see you before I go. And I thought about it. I've never done this, but can I, like, stream from the airport if I'm bored? Because don't you have to go, like, 3 hours early? I'm going to want to, like, run out in the middle of the runway if I have to stay there for 3 hours and entertain myself. So, I mean, my siblings and all will be there, so my cousins, my husband, my mom, so maybe we'll see. But if I could get away for a little bit, maybe I live stream just to give you guys an update, show you Philadelphia Airport. Is that even something anybody would be interested in? I feel like now that we're all, like, friends, I need to take you along on my journeys. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much to my mods for always being here. And Harlot and Truth, you guys worked overtime tonight, you too, so thank you. As long as I have decent internet. My phone's always usually good. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to read the rest as soon as I hang up. I love you all. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to everybody that came. Please like and subscribe. 80% of the people that watch are not subscribed. I would so appreciate it if you subscribed. You have absolutely no idea. This number needs to start moving up the ladder a little bit. All right, I love y'all. Mwah.